Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Christine Welgus. I'm the morning coordination meteorologist here at the National Weather Service office in Paducah. I want to thank you all for joining us and spending time out of your very busy days to get the latest scoop on the weather situation that's coming up for tomorrow. Many of you are not new to the webinars here and probably know the drill. Once our lead forecaster, Chris Knowles, gets done with his briefing, you guys are going to be have the option to ask any questions that you have. And because we have 187 people and rising on this webinar, it's going to be most easiest for him to be able to deal with questions using the questions section. And whether you're using the app, whether you're using your phone or the web address, there should be something that looks like a little question mark or a section within your little GUI that says questions. And that's how you're going to interact with us and Chris at the end here when he's asking for questions at the end. And we'll be watching for those. If you're having trouble with that, you all know that you can call the office and ask questions, but hopefully you'll get everything you need from Chris's briefing here. So I'm going to turn it over to Chris Knowles. He's the lead forecaster on shift. He's been watching the storm now for the last several days, and he's going to give you the latest information on our upcoming winter weather for tomorrow. So, Chris?
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to talk about the snow potential coming up tomorrow. And this afternoon, we went ahead and hoisted a winter weather advisory for most of the area. The areas that we did not include run from I-64 north in southern Illinois, arcing back into the Ozark foothill region of southeast Missouri. So the first graphic shows you where our winter weather advisory is, and it does cover much of the West Tennessee area, northeast Arkansas, and on over into central Kentucky as this dynamic system works east across the area through the day. Here is our snowfall forecast for Thursday. Again, lowest amounts across southeast Missouri and southern Illinois, increasing to impactful amounts potentially across the Kentucky Pennyroyal region. In particular, we're looking out for areas from the Kentucky Lakes region east to Hopkinsville and Elkton. Now, the guidance continues to waffle a little bit on amounts. This is pretty close to what we think, but the area of probably greatest uncertainty is from Evansville to Paducah to New Madrid. That's the zone where we transition from not a lot of moisture to more significant moisture in the Hopkinsville area. So not real sure what we're going to end up with in that zone, but we are more confident in the higher amounts over toward Hopkinsville. That's where we have that area highlighted in yellow. Next graphic, popular one, is timing. This will be a fast moving system. It's not going to last long. It's going to buzz across the area through the day. So what we're looking at is for it to enter portions of southeast Missouri and southern Illinois, it being the light snow development between 6 and 8 a.m. And it'll be over by 11 a.m. or noon in that Mount Vernon area back to Perryville. In the middle of the region, from Evansville back to Paducah, Cape Girardeau, and Poplar Bluff, we're looking at a 7 to 9 a.m. start time, and it should be over around lunchtime or shortly thereafter, maybe as late as 1 p.m. in West Kentucky, and then down toward the Tennessee-Kentucky border, back across the Lakes region to Hopkinsville. It'll be starting in the 8 to 10 a.m. time frame and ending in the 1 to 4 p.m. time frame. So this is a daytime event for portions of the area. There will be a concern. I think the impacts will not really affect the early morning commute really anywhere. It's going to be very light at onset, and it will pick up through the morning. So you may be able to get where you're going just fine, but in the afternoon, especially in the West Kentucky and Kentucky Pennyroyal region, that's where we're a little more worried about impacts as far as the commute home back into central sections of the area. It's going to be cold for the entire duration of the snow tomorrow. We've already had a front move through today, and that's setting the stage for a cold day tomorrow with highs only in the upper teens around Mount Vernon to low to mid 20s everywhere else. So it's going to be plenty cold for snow. So once it starts to fall, it's going to stick immediately. And I think pavement temperatures will plummet as well, as we are cold tonight with partial clearing still across the area, so it'll cloud up by daybreak, but our pavement temperatures will likely cool down significantly as well. And then that leads us to our final graphic, which is wind chills Friday morning. We're not to advisory level just yet, but we're getting close along the I-64 corridor in southern Illinois. Lots of single digits to several degrees below zero Friday morning. And even Friday through the day, we're looking at highs once again only in the lower to mid 20s. So 2 very cold days coming up, but then we rebound over the weekend. So I'll just throw it back to the initial slide and see what questions we have.
I'll take care.
Take care of that one.
Yeah, you can maybe answer that one.
Okay, Adam May, what is the snowfall threshold for a winter storm watch and warning? So we look at that in 2 different ways. You have the literal criteria, which is 4 inches of snow in 12 hours or 6 inches in 24 hours. This being a 12-hour event, we're looking at 4 inches. But then we consider impacts as well. We consider time of day, maximum commute time, traffic, that sort of thing. We can come down just a little bit from that. So it's not a hard and fast rule anymore, but we generally follow that. So it's going to be very close east of the LBL over to Hopkinsville. Could be close. I talked to Louisville, and we were considering a warning, at least for Hopkinsville east into their area, but for now we decided to hold. We're still a little uncertain on the final totals. Kevin Cooper asks, so Bollinger County, Missouri is not in the winter weather advisory. That is correct. I thought about down around Zalma, you might be, you got that long county. If I could split it in half, I'd probably have the southern half of the county in an advisory, but yeah, towards Zalma, I think, you could have a good inch of snow, but you get up toward Perry County and back into the Farmington area there, the amounts drop off, maybe not even an inch.